John, thank you so very much for that, and Jean and Han for those wonderful remarks. And I'm really thrilled to be here with all of my caucus colleagues. But I think that I'm going to do one quick thing, and I think that what everyone is waiting for is actually hear from the man himself. But before I do that, I just want to acknowledge that we are gathered on the traditional territories of the peoples of the Anishinaabe, the Wendat, the Haudenosaunee, and the Mississaugas of the First River First Nations. So without further ado, everyone have a wonderful Lunar New Year, and let me introduce the Right Honourable Justin Trudeau, the Prime Minister of Canada.
Shinye Kwaye, Goghe Fachoy, Chokmon Namoy, Sebok Manibadiseo. Happy New Year in Mandarin, Cantonese, Vietnamese, and Korean. It is the Year of the Rat. Happy Year of the Rat, everyone. Thank you, Mary, for that introduction and for all of your incredible work as Minister of Small Business, Export Promotion, and International Trade. I also want to thank Sean Chen for welcoming us to Scarborough North, as well as to Jean Yip and Han Dong for doing great jobs as MPs. How about a big round of applause for them and all of our outstanding Liberal team. My friends, it's good to see you here. No matter how you celebrate the new year, with meals like this, lion dances, or even fireworks, today is a chance to be thankful for the people around us. And I can't think of a better place to do that. After all, Chinese, Vietnamese, and Korean Canadians have always made this city stronger, more vibrant, and more prosperous. You are charting our path forward because your everyday actions, big and small, make this the country we want to live in. It all comes down to people, and that's where building a better future starts too. Just take the parents who are working harder than ever to raise a family and make ends meet. In the last 4 years, with the Canada Child Benefit, we've seen how far a little help goes, whether for healthy food or for summer camp. So we're going to keep investing in what families need. Finding a good job, not to mention childcare while you're at work, saving for retirement, seeing a doctor. Our government is focused on the things that matter to you. Look at how we've kicked off 2020 together. This week, we introduced new legislation to ratify the new NAFTA. Millions of Canadians, from right here in Toronto to out in Vancouver, depend on stable trade with our neighbours to the south. With this deal, just like everything we do, protecting jobs and creating new opportunities for the middle class is our top priority. L'automne dernier, notre équipe vous a promis qu'elle se battrait pour vous. C'est pourquoi la première chose qu'on a fait lorsque la Chambre a recommencé à siéger en décembre, c'est de baisser encore une fois les impôts de la classe moyenne. Et mes amis, ce n'était que le début. Pour assurer la sécurité de nos communautés, on va renforcer de manière concrète le contrôle des armes à feu. On va notamment interdire les armes d'assaut de type militaire parce que trop de gens ont perdu la vie en raison de la violence armée. C'est plus que temps que ça change. Of course, change doesn't always come easy. We have to fight for it. We have to work hard at it. Living in Canada, home of the Charter of Rights and Freedoms, living in Scarborough and Toronto, the most multicultural city in the world, it can be easy to take progress for granted. It's easy to forget how the country we know and love came to be. The diversity that makes us strong didn't happen by accident. It happened because people like you, your parents, and their parents wouldn't settle for less. Well, neither will I. This country didn't happen by accident, and it won't continue without effort, and that, my friends, is what we will work on together. Our government will always stand with you. We will always speak up against division, and we will always defend what we all know to be true, that a Canadian is a Canadian is a Canadian. Now, I know it's been a tough start of the year for many of you. To be frank, headlines over the past weeks have been hard, and I'm sure many of you are worried about loved ones overseas. Just like here today, we need to support each other and stay united. Let me be clear. There is no place in our country for discrimination driven by fear or misinformation. This is not something Canadians will ever stand for. In difficult times, Canadians stick up for each other and lean on each other. We check in on our neighbors and take care of our friends. We stay hopeful about the future and willing to step up to the opportunities ahead. That is who we are, and that is who we will always remain. So my friends, thank you for inviting me to share in this special celebration. Happy New Year, everyone. Bonne année, mes amis. Je vous souhaite de la paix, de la prospérité et de la joie. Shinye kwaile, gong hefa choi. Merci tout le monde.
Thank you. 讲得好不好？